Hello, my good friends, and welcome to episode 35 of One Credit Classics. Last week it was Tekken 1, this week it's Tekken 2. Hit the arcades in September 1995 and made it to the PS1 on October 1996. It's set 2 years after the first tournament. Kazuya Mishima, now billionaire president of the company after throwing his dad off the top of a mountain, announces a second tournament. He's just about to get arrested by the police. They send Jun Kazama, but what actually happens is that he kind of woos her, probably wearing that purple tux to be honest, and then he gets her up the duff, and she ends up having Jin Kazama from Tekken 3. Hayachi returns, and the tournament begins. This version had 23 characters, which is unbelievable. And the arcade version that you're seeing is one of the later models, because the original models only had the playable 10, whereas there was secret characters and sub-bosses that you could be in the later versions, which is a good reflection of the way Namco are as a company when it comes to stuff like that. They're always trying to kind of push the envelope, and a beat 'em up with a later version with more characters was reflective of what was going on at the time, really. The funny thing with this is the fact that, as I've said a couple of times with the last playthrough, the PS1 version actually had so much more than this arcade version. The PS1 version had a time battle, team attack, practice mode, survival, CGI endings, and one of the greatest video game intros I think I've ever seen. What I will do is I'll put a link to the Tekken 2 PlayStation. Oh, my dog's not happy with that, is he? What I will do is put a link to the PlayStation Tekken 2 intro in the description box, because if you haven't seen it, it's kind of one of the most seminal video game intros I think of all time, really. I love Tekken 2. I played it in an arcade in Sheffield that I'll probably witter on about quite a lot during the clear, I'd imagine. But it's just, it's a perfect, oh nice, it's a perfect moment in kind of video gaming for me. It's one of the greatest beat 'em ups ever written, and it heralded kind of, it's a kind of passing of the torch kind of thing for me. It heralded a change in kind of the era of what was expected and what could be done with beat 'em ups. There's probably very few games I played as much beat 'em up wise as the Tekken series. 2 and 3 especially were just phenomenal. And what I'm going to try and do is win the whole thing. What you have to do is battle 7 characters, then you fight a sub-boss, then you fight Purple Suit Kazuya, who's nails, and then you fight the devil version of Kazuya, who's not as hard but can fire lasers, so it's quite unfair, really. It's been quite the roller coaster ride these last couple of weeks. It's been so much kind of good feedback and everything that's come out. It's just been really good, and I'll continue to make these videos as long as you continue watching them and enjoying them. That's all that matters to me. All that matters to me is that you take like 20 minutes or 25 minutes out of your busy Wednesday and sit with some kind of hot beverage and some kind of food stuff, and just kind of take this in, because we spend too much time worrying. We spend too much time worrying about stuff that's happened that we can't change, and stuff that hasn't happened that's pointless worrying about because it hasn't happened. Like, there's no middle ground, it doesn't seem, and for those like 20 minutes, those 25 minutes, half an hour, just kind of switch your head off. Just switch your head off, have a drink, and just kind of watch this, because like, if you're watching this game was a big part of some of the best days of your life, I'd imagine. Let's do it, shall we? Let's win the tournament, shall we? I will be using King. Who else? I get loads of conversations with people about my favourite beat 'em up characters. Oh, nice. Tekken 2 King has to be up there as probably in my top 2 or top... If I'm thinking now, it's hard for me to think of a character off the top of my head that I enjoy playing beat 'em ups with more than Tekken 2 King. He's just ridiculous. He's just got absolutely everything. Oh, caught that out. Yeah, a bit too slow on that. So we can get him again. Did I get the 5th one? Oh no, I did that a bit too early. I'll get that perfect on somebody. Hopefully Wulong the dickhead. Oh, ducked him. Of course he did. Load of back fist, is it? No. Sit down. King's got 5 10 stringer. Oh, King's got 5 10-string combos as well, all slightly different in slightly different variants. That was pretty swish, to be honest. As was this. Death. I know, right? So we can get him the Hurricane Rana off the bat. Hurricane Rana itself becomes an essential part of the late game strategies because people just start blocking stuff selfishly. Whereas with a good Hurricane Rana, you can really it's unblockable at the right range. Oh, come on. Slipped and ripped. Done. Right, let's try 5 through him. Oh, see, I've got to get my rhythm right. That was nice, that was. He rates that sweep, don't he, Paul, on this? I keep forgetting. It's... Suplex. Beautiful. Right, let's try and get him. Come on. There you go. 5 in the hole. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Didn't mean to do that. Let's just take him out, shall we? Paul's dangerous on this. That rushing in 1-2, the first 2 hits of all 5 of his 10 strings. And, oh, actually, tough ask. Shot that was in all fairness. See, I like this one, old man. Oh, savagery. Oh, as if. Don't play the wrestling game with me, son. You come up on the short end of the money. I know, get some of that. I think this does loads of damage if I remember rightly. Yeah. It's pretty hard to do in all fairness. I know I sound like Tran defending the fact that I'm doing basically 2 geezer cannons in a row, but... Nice. I mean, that's solid. Solid performance-wise. Yeah, I'd be happy as well, to be honest. Oh, God. You'd be happy with that. Double axe handle. That's that's got me called some horrific names online. That is. Oh, didn't quite. You time it right, like you can get him. You can get him like. Oh God, I forgot about that. Come on. Yeah, I deserve to die after that, really. If you, fair play if you've called all them. Oh, that's... See, the other thing with the Hurricane Rana is if you time it right, you never quite know how to block it. Struggling here. I do hate fighting John, if I'm being honest. Too late. Didn't think I was going to get that, that's why. Nice! That's the result if I can get a sweep off here. Close. I do hate fighting here. Nice! So cheap. It's everything about King that I love on this version. Hey, up here he is, Johnny Power Move. Trying to double axe handle him to death at a distance. Sorry. Not sorry. He'd 100% do the same to me. Probably worse. Try and get him something different. Joking. That was nice because it was a counter. Sick. Yeah, whatever. Right, stop dicking around. Oh, got the elbow as well, sick. Right. Tough ask Yoshimitsu on this. He's got a lot of moves that do a lot of damage. But if you can catch him on the counter, it's worth trying to drop kick him as well. I knew he'd do it. Ah. Oh, I panicked a bit then, I'll be honest with you. Got me the old leg kick. Done well to KO him clean with that. Right, oh, I'm a king, he's tough as well. Now, Tekken 2 was one of those milestones where, compared to Tekken 1, like, people often talk about Tekken 3 as having the biggest kind of, oh, if you got me with that. It's fair, is what I was thinking about doing. Hang on, let's stop talking and start playing a bit. Bird's not happy, he's probably here. Nice right range. Yeah, Tekken 2 was such a jump from Tekken 1. Bigger than Tekken 3 was to Tekken 2, really. Because the sub-bosses became much more lifelike characters, not just palette swaps like they were really on Tekken 1 with the odd move that was different. Like Armor King's plays completely different to King does. He's got a much more punch-heavy kind of bludgeoning style. He's got a running uppercut and all kinds of good stuff like that. Come on. This becomes who can out-cheat the other. How who can out-cheat the other? Oh. Oh, nice. Happy with that. I do love that. It is so sick. Right then. Now here's where it gets tricky. Purple suit Kazuya in on the action. Oh, straight in a giant swing in with Cesaro. Big spot. We're going to have shoulder block in as well. Oh, he did well there. Once again, Kazuya's one weakness on this, especially against a king, is the fact that he struggles with that Hurricane Rana, really. I mean, who wouldn't? He doesn't quite know whether to get in or get out a lot of the time. He's got a lot of moves where he does like a step in. See if he gets to that one. No, I didn't get him with that. Still. Oh, God, that bloody hell that is. 2 hits, that is. The other thing that's dead hard with Kazuya on this is, like, he's really, nice. Oh, that was textbook. All his counter hits are ridiculous. Right then. Gotta get my game on for this next one. Kazuya goes a bit mental. Devil Kazuya. Oh, Jesus, really? Didn't need that. Yeah, I thought it might be. Right, let's do this. Beautiful. You probably only need about 4 of them. Nice, I got it. That worked out really well for me there, because as you probably... The first time I got it, he was going for that laser, which just does so much damage. Nice, have I got him? Oh, I'm not far off. Oh, and that, my good friends, is 1 credit as advertised. Big finish. Did I mess it up? Yeah, I make out like I meant that. How did I get Wulong? Smashed him. Beautiful. Dropped him with a straight right. Phoenix. 1, 2. How are you? Beautiful. Look at Mishima with. Nice. He's got a throw cancel into that. A ridiculously good throw cancel, that where he does like a giant swing. That's a bit rubbish. Can't go wrong with the first 3 hits of that 10 string. They're so fast. End of a 10 string, yeah. Yeah, I remember panicking a bit there, to be honest with you. Get Arm King with it. Yeah. That was a tasty finish, if I'm being honest. Same with Kazuya, they're getting run in. Oh! Spot! Oh, nice. There you go, King. Go rescue that orphanage. And that, my good friends, is that. Beautiful. Now, here's the thing with Tekken 2. This is probably as far in the series as I'll go, because I didn't play Tekken 3 in the arcades, and like I do like that sense of authenticity. I played Tekken 2 in the arcades before I ever played it on the PlayStation. Regular listeners and watchers and however you take this media in, fans of this channel will hear me talk about my good friend Martin Tran, who I've played a lot of video games with in the kind of 30 odd years we've been friends for. We were like 16, 17, and his parents drove us up to Sheffield, where they had a big arcade, and this was like 96-ish when this came out, and I had a copy of, we just finished the GCSEs basically, and I had a copy of CMVG, Computer and Video Games magazine, and there was a preview of Tekken 2, and we played Tekken 1 and on the PlayStation. My good friend Andrew Price is out. Shout out Price if you're listening to this. And there's all these new characters and all this stuff, and we went there, and I just remember playing this arcade, and sad as it sounds, it might be the last time that I remember being mesmerised by an arcade machine. Do you know what I mean? Like 96. There's probably times out about just about right, really. There may have been 1 or 2 I played after that kind of had maybe a novelty kind of feel to it, but as I said with last week's video, like the PlayStation was the machine that effectively killed the arcades by bringing the arcades to your house. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I said it with Tekken 1. It's even more true with Tekken 2. Like, the arcade, the PlayStation version of this was just miles better. It was just more game modes. Like, it played perfectly exactly the same, but you had more game modes. You had team battle. You had time attack. You had survival. You had all stuff. And when Tekken 3 came out, I loved it, and I played it loads, and I got really good at it. But there wasn't that, I don't know, like I hadn't played it in kind of the arcades. Like I had done a little bit with Tekken 1, and I had done massively with Tekken 2 on that one, on that kind of one big trip. I just remember we spent ages playing it, and the second it came out on the PlayStation, it was pretty much the game I bought a PlayStation 4, because around about, I didn't have a PlayStation until October-ish 96, I want to say, because I started a job working at a supermarket in about August 96, and I just saved all the money I had and bought a PlayStation around then. And Tekken 2 was one of the first games I actually bought. It came with a load of games, like it came with 4 games that were quite good, so that had enough to keep me going. But ironically, it also came with a demo disc, and the demo disc had Tekken 2 with 2 playable characters, and I seem to remember playing that for absolutely ages, because I just knew that it just played amazing, and I knew it was going to be an amazing title. It's just one of those games that I talk all the time about fond memories connected with games. I have nothing but good memories connected with Tekken 2. I have nothing but memories of everything that video games should be about, like hanging out with real people. Do you know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, like I played a lot of online games when I got a bit older, when as the friends that I had, we all moved around and stuff, and it was a great way of kind of staying in touch and stuff like that. And I had some great times playing MMORPGs and things like that. But I mean, people talk to me about multiplayer games. I think about stuff like this. I think about playing Tekken with the people I wanted to spend time with. Tekken with like my kind of real friends, and they're still all my real friends to this day. It's still the same people. Do you know what I mean? It's the same like 4 or 5 of us that just hang out once every. Do you know what I mean? A few months and eat a load of pizza and play a load of video games. Do you know what I mean? And I don't ever want that to have to end. And I don't see that it will, because like these games are always going to mean this amount of emotion to these kind of people. Like the PlayStation effectively kind of killed the arcades, but as these games became more and more available, arcade games came home. The experience changed, but kind of the spirit of it was kind of still the same. And it got to the point where I got really good at Tekken 2, to be honest. I always think about Tekken, if I was better at Tekken 2 or Tekken 3, and I could never really make my mind up, to be honest. Tekken 2 King was probably as good as I ever got with one character, I think. But then, saying that, Tekken 3 Hayachi, I once hit 367 wins on survival mode, which took 4.5 hours. And the problem was you couldn't pause it. So like coming from there, working at quick save, and I just sat down and started a survival game, and it was 5, and I finished it at like whatever time it was. Do you know what I mean? Like 9ish, half 9. I remember my mum bought me tea up at about 7, and I had to kind of play it. I couldn't stop, so I had to just kind of eat when the replays were on, pretty much. It's funny how you remember stuff like that. I also remember it because it was and I get upset like on a daily basis over the last couple of days, because I've thought about these clears in these games. When did Heinz stop doing cheese and baked bean pizzas, though? Seriously? It was one of those. As much as they burnt the roof of your mouth, I mean, that's pizza eating out of the microwave 101, isn't it? But I mean, like, these were oven cooked and they were massive, and they did a baked bean and cheese, and they did a baked bean, cheese and sausage like Pizza Heinz did. They're amazing. If I go on the internet now and find out you can still get them, I feel like I've wasted so much of this rage for the last couple of days. But yeah, I just remember Tekken 3 being about that, and Tekken 3 was good, but for me there was too many game modes that kind of spoiled the kind of fun of it, really. Like, I didn't rate that kind of beat 'em up type Streets of Rage one. I hated Gon, and I hated Boskonovich. And one of the big things we used to do on Tekken 2 was like we play random 8s, and I'd play this like with my friends, and also my brother had just moved out when this came along, and he'd had a PlayStation first, and then he moved out, and then I bought a PlayStation, and he had Tekken 2, and I had Tekken 2 as well. And it was just one of those games where like I'd go around his house, and like his mates would be around, and we'd all play Tekken, and we'd do like random 8s, and do you know what I mean? Like we'd do like, or it got to the point where I'd played that much that like I used to do like, we'd do like, you could choose random 8s or pick 2s. So like I'd have like King and Hayachi against like my friends who might have 8 randoms, or we do you know what I mean? You do one or the other. It was just so cool. And the Tekken series is one of those ones that I'll always look back on fondly. And the funny thing is, like, when I came to play, like I say, the most recent installment for me of this, which was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, when I started playing it online, it was pretty funny, to be honest with you. I got some hilarious abuse, because like it was quite clear that I was like loads better than my 0-0 record suggested online. But it just all came back straight away. I had like a couple of practice sessions with King, and then I was like, right, I know how to do this. So yeah, that was pretty swish. But there'll be another video next week. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I've really enjoyed this kind of jump back a little bit to kind of Tekken and Tekken 2. It's been a lot of fun. You people are amazing. I put a post, as I'm recording this, I'd put a post up saying that I'm going to be doing a little bit more content. It's not going to be full episodes, but what it's going to be is like bits and pieces that aren't enough for full episodes. So like, I'm kind of pretty obsessed with getting to Reptile and Mortal Kombat at the moment. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing a Reptile clear. So I'll start from the start, get to match 3, double flawless fatality, beat Reptile, and then that'll be the video. But it'll just be something a bit different, you know what I mean? It won't be like, it's not enough for a full video. And the problem is that like, we had the Mario videos and the other videos, and I got used to having 2 videos a week, and now it seems like a big wait between content, and I just don't. I love putting these videos out, but I love more the reaction that I get from you people, because like the stuff that people say about these videos is incredible, and I love that you take the time to watch them, and you're kind of, I don't know, teleported back to maybe the same place that I am when I'm playing these games, you know? Like it's just memories of a truly simpler time when the world seemed to spin a bit slower. But yeah, I guess that's just me being sentimental. Right, and I am going to get a cup of tea, look online to see if when Heinz stopped making those cheese and baked bean pizzas. And then, well, I'm going to play some more video games, aren't I? Take very good care of myself, you lovely people. See my bird then? Mental, mate. Right, take very good care of yourself, and I shall speak to you soon.